Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a video, but today woke up at about 7:50 and found the news that Knile Davis has been traded to the Green Bay Packers. A lot of people probably wanting to know about my reaction to that, and it's still early. This is like an hour after I found out the news, and so I'm still trying to figure out exactly what this means going forward for him and for the Chiefs, and I guess even for the Packers, really. Um, Growing up, the Packers were kind of my second favorite team. I had an Uncle John who used to be, or is a Packers fan, and so I used to kind of follow them a lot, and I became a full Chiefs fan sometime in my early childhood. So it's funny to see him bounce to the Packers when they were my second favorite team early on. But what this means to me going forward, I'm still a huge Knile Davis fan. Like, he's still my favorite player. I put the jersey, the signed jersey up in the background that I have of him. My mini helmet's up on the wall still. So and I'm gonna keep a lot of my collection. I'm definitely probably gonna dwindle it down because I just don't really need everything, and I have been selling some stuff to pay for some bills and stuff and such stuff like that. So going forward for the Chiefs, this is a good move. This is a very good move for the Chiefs. I've been wanting it for a while, even as an Al Davis fan, and I hate seeing him leave Kansas City because I always kind of hoped he got another shot. But with the emergence of Spencer Ware and Sharkhandrick West last year, it really put him in a bad spot, and he did fill in his roles. I go back to 2014 when he had a really good year with Charles out, and I wish that he probably would have gotten a little bit of a better shot. And when I think back, though, now he did have many shots, little shots to try to solidify his name onto the depth chart, which didn't end up being the case necessarily, and is what ultimately, I believe, led to him being on the trade block and being traded. This has been going on for about a year now, and finally today they found a candidate. What I found out from one of the analysts is that he was being held basically by the Chiefs until Charles got back and fully healthy. So that definitely had an effect on why he wasn't traded early on. During the draft, I had seen a lot of reports of him being thrown up for trades, but they had, I think, a little bit too high of a value on him because they still were worried about Charles's progression, if he was going to get better. And so no teams were really wanting to match the value that they had on him, which ultimately, I believe, led us to not get the wide receiver that we wanted in the draft in either Treadwell or Doxson. So I'm happy about this move for the Chiefs. Now we have 3 running backs, so we don't have to worry about Knile Davis. He's kind of been not necessarily a problem for us, like certainly not in me, but he's definitely not pulling his weight to what the Chiefs at this point are needing from a halfback or needing from a kick returner. We have Tyreek Hill, we have, of course, Spencer Ware, Jamal Charles, Sharkhandrick West in the backfield. You can't really compete with those 3 emerging out of nowhere, and even West has been struggling up late, I've heard. So it's really Spencer Ware having a great, putting on a great show in Kansas City, and Jamal Charles. And I love the Chiefs. All the Chiefs players, they're really great. They have really great attitudes. Spencer Ware and Sharkhandrick West, some of the nicest football players I've seen play for the Chiefs. They're very humble, and Niles the same way. He made several statements during the team when the team had him on the trade block, and he just said he's there to do his work. He's there for whatever situation they put him in, and that's great. And that's why I like the players that are humble about how they play and what role they're put into. So it's frustrating as a Knile Davis fan to see him not get the shots in Kansas City, but I'm very happy to see the move. I'm very happy to see him go to Green Bay. I hope that he does a great job behind Lacey. I don't know their roster very well, but I know it's Lacey and Starks, and they had another guy that was doing decent in like the preseason, I believe. I could be wrong, but I know that with Starks needing surgery, Niles the number 2 back from what I understand. So that's great. I'm very happy for him. People have been asking me if I'll take advantage of him moving to sell some things. I will do that. I'm going to sell stuff that I don't think that I need in my collection anymore now that he's not a Chief. But I'm probably going to keep the game used patches that I have of him best that I can. because I did have a couple up that I was selling, but now that he's no longer a Chief, and obviously I won't see him in a Chiefs uni again for games, I'm going to hold on to stuff like, I have a few examples somewhere. Give me 1 second. I honestly do not know where I put my... Oh, here they are. Like these. Superfractors from Spectra. The light's not very well where I'm at right now. And then like the game used AFL logo patch. I got some one-on-ones out of these. Those won't most likely be leaving just because I valued his time in Kansas City, and I don't want to get rid of some of the game used stuff from when he was in Kansas City. So, but yeah, I just wanted to make a short video, kind of my, not necessarily reaction to the news, just what I think of the news. I'm very happy, like I said, for Kansas City, for Knile. The Packers, I think, got a great player. A lot of people that I've seen are bashing him right now, which is unfortunate, but a lot of people are bashing him because obviously he does have, I believe, the lowest, some of the lesser stats for people with over 200 rushing carries compared to the amount of yards that they get and stuff. So he's definitely going to receive a lot of criticism, but I hope that with this new move to Green Bay, he's in a great division. In my opinion, he's facing obviously a very tough Vikings defense, which I hope he doesn't really have to go up against them, because that probably wouldn't look very good on him. But you are playing the Bears, you're playing the Lions, so he should get a couple of good opportunities to make a name for himself. Definitely hope he gets kind of definitely a bruiser role. I hope he doesn't get many passing roles because he's not the greatest passer. He's been a pass catcher. He's been working on it, but I can't speak for him. But I really hope that he doesn't get put into a lot of those situations up front. So yeah, that's kind of my video that I'm gonna do. I got school in about an hour, so I got to finish getting ready for that, and I'll hopefully have sorted out all of this in my head. It's a lot to come and put into your head, but when your favorite player leaves your favorite team, it's definitely something. But I wish him the best, and thank everybody for supporting my Knile Davis collection. It will still be a Knile Davis collection. I'm gonna still pick stuff up of him. I'm gonna try to take this time as me selling some things off that I no longer need, like flawless autos of him out of 90, stuff of him, you know, stuff that I don't feel I really need anymore. As a Chiefs fan and as an Knile Davis collector, I'll also take this time to try to search for things that I need for sets, because I know people are probably going to be posting up their Knile Davis stuff, because a lot of people like to take that time in a player's career where they make a big move, or they're making some big plays to sell some of the stuff that they have with them, whether they PC them or not, or they just invested in them, or just have a couple cards of him, whatever. So I'm hoping to be able to find a couple things. I really hope the Superfractor for Chrome comes up. It's probably going to be at a hefty price if they've been holding on to it for this long. I've heard rumors that a person who scammed had it for a while, so that's unfortunate. But if that does pop up, I'll definitely be working my best to complete the rainbow for that, and that's something I really hope to be able to do, because that's been the card that I've been chasing ever since I started the collection. So, but that's all from me. I appreciate y'all watching the video. I'll try to get this uploaded as soon as I can, hopefully today. I'll get it done as soon as this video cuts off, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for supporting me. Take care.